Well, back to the diagnosis, because I actually relate to a lot of symptoms, but I'm not diagnosed as ADHD. I realized that I had issues before, but with time, like from time to time, and I grew up now, I train myself to cover those flaws. For example, planning, right? I do a lot of plannings nowadays because I know I would forget a lot of things. So I put everything on my calendar so I don't anymore forget things, right? So then if I'm arrived at such a stage, does it mean that I do not have ADHD anymore if I go to a psychiatrist?
I think you have learned to cope with it.
Oh.
Okay, but it doesn't mean that you don't have it. And so this is a little bit of a joke here from my own personal story. When I went for my ADHD diagnosis, there is this thing called the DSM-5, which is almost like a checklist of symptoms.
DSM-5, okay.
DSM, right? Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of the American College of Psychiatry. So one of the questions I asked was, do I forget appointments? Right? And I looked at that question, and then I checked as no.
Yeah.
And then I handed it back to the psychiatrist and I said, I think there's a problem with that question. She said, why? I said, because is it with or without my phone and my planner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then she said, it's without your planner. I said, then the question should say so. Because it didn't say so, right?
Right.
And so I would say that I don't have a problem, just like you were saying, right?
Yes.
Because you figured a way, you put it on your Google Calendar or your book. In my natural state, of course, I'll forget many things. And because people with ADHD have a very short working memory. It's like when you want to like get the PIN number for some banking transactions, I look at it, the minute I look away, I totally forgot what it was. So if I didn't have auto responders, auto reminders, right, I'm going to be in shambles.
Christy, I feel like I'm checking more boxes over here. What's going on?
So it doesn't mean that we don't have ADHD if we don't struggle anymore because we found ways to work with it, right? But that's why initially when I got diagnosed, I wasn't very sure I really had ADHD just because of the fact that, just by one extra question, if I didn't ask, I would have been ruled as borderline don't have. Right?
Okay.
And then when I later on changed it because she said, no, it's without, right? You're 8. And then I said, oh yes, now I have. I've got 5 out of 9.
Right.
For children, it's 6 out of 9 of the symptoms of each side. Or adults, it's 5 out of 9.
5 out of 9.
Right?
Yeah.
Then I think about how many other people might not have a chance to question the person giving them the test like I did. Yeah, and then you'll either get a diagnosis or you don't get a diagnosis. But of course, you do have to dig deeper and look at one's life and the patterns and all that one went through. Then that's where you can tease out more.